Serious, what are some small, cheap improvements around the house that can make everyday life more enjoyable? Take everything, and I mean everything, out of your refrigerator and freezer. Then pull out all of the shelving and drawers and wash them off. Then wipe down the inside of both with warm water and mild soap. Dish soap or baking soda works well. After putting the shelving back in, check everything and toss anything that's expired or you know you won't use before the expiration date. As an amateur home cook, I tend to buy ingredients for a dish and then never use it again, and it clutters the fridge. Also, before returning stuff to the fridge, wipe everything off with a cloth and some warm water, especially the bottoms of jars and bottles. Then repeat this for any cupboard you have with food in it. Another good one is make sure the lighting in each room is good. Dimmer switches or lamps with multiple settings are a good choice. Nothing sucks more than having too much or too little light. We have a light fixture in our kitchen that holds 5 light bulbs for some reason. We only have 3 in it. Clean your curtains, blinds, wash your windows, tighten screws, doorknobs, chairs, toilet seat, motion sensor switches on some lights, kitchen, hallway, new storage shelving, purge and or declutter. If you were going to show your house to sell it, what would you not want someone else to notice? Fix that. Now what's the next thing they'd notice? You can do those fixes, upgrades even on a budget. Check out Habitat for Humanity restores in your area. There are many nice but used things there, and a ton of brand new stuff. I've gotten brand new ceiling fans for $20. Fancy doorknobs, gorgeous used lighting fixtures. Contractors and stores like Home Depot often donate their unsold unused stuff there so they can write it off. Honestly, just clean the house. I get lazy and don't clean it as often as I should, but when I spend a day and do a full house clean, there's not much that feels better. It makes me proud of my home and happy that I'm there. I actually cleaned my room for the first time in 17 years and the dust was legendary. Felt great after finishing though. It also made cleaning it easier since I just use a duster and clean again in a fraction of the time and effort. If you are looking for small interior design ideas, change up your soft furnishings. Throws, pillows, rugs, etc. can really change up a room. Candles make the house smell nice plus give a really comforting glow in the room. Mirrors can add space and light. If you already have a mirror, replace or paint over the frame. Also, house plants with pots really add to a room and make the room seem fresher. I have 3 small fresh herb plant pots on my kitchen windowsill. The pots and plants really made the kitchen come together. Along with candles, some dimmer switches in the bedrooms and dining area can provide just the right amount of mood lighting. Cheap, easy and quick to install, but completely changes your environment. Get one of those mail key holders that you can mount on a wall. I put one near the door and it clears up mail clutter on the counter, and I always know where my keys are. A simple box or plate works for this as it becomes the place where keys are supposed to go. I had given the below list to a friend of mine not too long ago. Take $20 and go to your local $1 store, or even Walmart, and buy sponges, magic erasers. The off-brand will do just fine, and a general all-purpose cleaner that you like. Mine is Lysol Hawaii Sunset, and trash bags. Not the expensive, scented hefty ones. Just a big box of bags. You'll need them. Go top to bottom, side to side and clean out everything that is trash. Empty closets, cabinets and drawers that you haven't opened for who knows how long. I don't believe in junk drawers. Start in one room and remove everything from that room that doesn't belong. Dishes don't belong in the bathroom. Put it in the room it belongs in. Repeat for each room area. Clean and organize one room at a time. Clean equals sweeping, mopping, dusting, disinfecting. Open each air vent. Vacuum each of them out and wipe down the vent cover. Then, change your furnace filter. If you haven't used it, needed it, or thought about it in 6 months, toss donate it. Special exceptions apply, like seasonal stuff, but that crap needs organized and put in its own place too. Wash all bedding and towels. Google how to rejuvenate bath towels. Something with vinegar and air drying. Do this if you don't have the funds to replace bath towels. Wipe down all the surfaces, even the ones you think you don't touch. Use a feather duster or a rag on a stick to go around the ceilings and corners to get a long-lasting scent in your house quick. Put whatever oil you love to smell into an oven-safe mug on 150°F. The smell spreads quick and lasts a while. Great if you don't like the fresh baked cookies smell. Clean your baseboards and door trim. They get nasty. Use CLR or equivalent on your faucets, sprayers, etc. Especially if your house is prone to lime and calcium buildup. This is cheap, can be done in a day. Recommend comfy clothes and loud music. And if you can do it on a day where you can have the windows open so the house is airing out as well, even better. Touch up scuffed paint on walls and trim. Reorganize your stuff. For example, is there a way to make your kitchen tools more convenient to access and clear out items you never use? I recently rehomed a juicer and some redundant pans. If your towels are shabby, new ones can make the bathroom feel much nicer. Clear off and reorganize bookshelves. Also, I keep my favorite books in my bedroom. I replaced the bathroom towels recently and realized I'd had the old ones for about 8 or 9 years. What a difference. Extra long cell phone charging cables. So convenient. Also, if you haven't got one yet, I'd say a small portable Bluetooth speaker. Or if you're a fool like me, you can spend the money and buy one of the nicer ones, like the Marshall Acton speaker. Goddamn, I love my Acton speaker. My fiance bought some 10-footers and I can never go back. I've always loved moving around the furniture around every few months. So maybe move the bed to the other side of the bedroom, or move the couch to another position in the living room. Everything just feels new and pleasing to the eye. My wife is this way and it infuriates me. A room can't stay as is for more than a couple months. No, there was nothing wrong with the way it was. Leave it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Up lights. Inexpensive little spotlight-like lights that sit on the floor and point upward. Put it in a corner. It casts a soft, classy light in the room that's perfect at times. Wash the laundry throughout the week. It helps for when you want to have a fun weekend rather than stay home to do laundry. Wash your bed sheets at least once a week. It's both healthy for you and nice to cuddle in some fresh sheets. Picking up before bed is helpful, like washing dishes, straightening up the living room, etc. Everyone loves to wake up to a clean house. Squeeze lemon juice in a small bowl of water. Put the cut side of the lemon in the bowl and set it in the microwave for 30 seconds. This makes your microwave easy to clean and smell lemony fresh. 1. Haven't used it or worn it in a year? Donate it, recycle it, whatever, but get rid of it. This is especially important in the kitchen. Don't buy single-use gadgets. 2. Clean up after yourself. Carpets especially, they're not like hardwood floors and are much less tolerant of neglect. 3. You don't need some Bull's air freshener. It's called cleaning up after yourself. If you clean your laundry, clean your bed sheets and take out the trash before it's overflowing, you won't have a stink problem. 4. Doesn't matter if you want a Tibetan Mastiff or a goldfish, every pet requires more time spent cleaning. I'll argue there is one place air freshener could be needed, in pet areas, that is, around litter boxes. Though I'm probably a bit of an outlier that I have a room where my dog's crates and the litter boxes are all located. It's the only room where I have an air freshener, a solid wax one rather than an aerosol style one. Cables into empty toilet paper rolls. Marker those rolls have me USB type, RCA whatever. Put them in a drawer and be happy. Time saver and cheap. Or should I say free, since you are going to buy TP regardless. Buy Velcro strips instead. I pay about $15 for 100 on Amazon. I'm sure you can find them cheaper elsewhere. Fresh flowers on occasion ticks all the sensory boxes. I don't care if the paint is chipped and the carpet has become bare. Flowers say somebody cares about their home and their place in it. Dried lavender in the underwear drawer makes every meal a banquet too. Are unexpected. Under cabinet kitchen lighting. Form and function. You can do a full LED install or just the sticky ones, but either way it's a great improvement. I stuck an under cabinet LED multicolored system in the fireplace to give that area a nice glow without danger of fire. I also have a fake fire log pile in there. Much warm color in the winter. Here's something that's free to do. Every once in a while just rearrange your furniture. Just get a different layout of where things go. And if you don't like it you can always put it back. But it's fun to experiment. Costs nothing but an afternoon, and you might actually like your new layout or find that you have more room with it. It's only fun for people who love interior decorating, not so much for relatives or those people who are constantly annoyed by moving furniture and having to help moving said furniture. Use command hooks and binder clips to hang up your cables and wires. After organizing them, you'll feel much better about yourself, and you'll also be able to access them without having to spend 5 minutes untangling them. Also, jars. Put stuff in jars. Makes it look like you try. Also, jars. Put stuff in jars. Makes it look like you try. We put our stockpiled dry goods in Tupperware, sugar and salt, flour, etc. because the bags are prone to leaking. Nuts, candy, etc. go in glass mason jars on the counter. We look like we've got our crap together. Get a good stand mixer and learn to make bread. Good bread will take all day, mostly because you have to let it rise for hours and hours. But fresh bread is amazing and will make your house smell fantastic. Plus, bread is cheap to make. Depending on the quantities ingredients you buy, you can come out at around $1 loaf. And while it takes many hours to make bread, with a stand mixer you only have to actually do anything for like 10 minutes total. You're mostly just going to be waiting for the knead cycle to finish or the rise cycle to finish. Or I suppose you could buy a bread machine. It's less work for you, but I think the results aren't quite as good and it's a single purpose machine. You can make lots of other things in a stand mixer too, but you can make excellent bread dough in a bread machine and then bake it in the regular oven. A cat eats bugs, usually keeps pests away, eats stuff that falls on the floor, is soft and warm, washes itself, is very entertaining, can easily entertain itself, good indicator of dustiness of house, cat footsteps everywhere, makes you clean more, notices strangers coming up to the house before you do, many different sizes and shapes available, you can teach the smarter ones to open doors for you and poop in the toilet and then flush. But you'll have to clean the cat litter and feed it. Has some sharp bits here and there. Needs vet care. Can be a bit dumb and eat cables, elastic, plastic. May have a favorite human and ignore, actively hate everyone else. Regularly blocks your path when you're carrying heavy things. Opens doors but never closes them. And flushes the toilet 60 times without even pooping. If it does something annoying but funny and you show amusement once, it will never stop doing the annoying thing until you ignore it, disapprove at least 666 times. Seriously, the smarter, the more trouble. Maybe get a dog. Probably about the same, but less evil. Needs more outings and is a bit smelly. Not sure if it eats bugs though. Good kitchen knives. You don't need a pro knife for $200, but there are good options around $20 which will make your life way much better. Dull knife is dangerous and it will make you angry all the time. Keeping the number of knives down to a minimum helps too. I only have 3 knives, a bread knife, a paring knife and a santoku knife, and that covers everything I need. $100 at Menards, Lowe's, Home Depot and you can replace that crappy generic faucet and sink in your bathroom. Or just the faucet. I once bought a beautiful chandelier at Lowe's for $50. Completely changes the dining room. LED outlet covers add a nice touch. Super cheap. Paint. Get rid of those crappy Venetian blinds and swap them out with roller blinds. Add curtains to same window for a much cleaner and more versatile look. 1. Change your paint color to something proven psychologically to boost your mood. Going from brown to very light green literally changed the way you feel when entering the home. 2. Remove things that collect clutter. I removed a shelf that collected keys, receipts, etc. and replaced it with a painting. Also removed a chair that collected clothes. Your home is instantly neater and stays neater, making less work for you. 3. Put things in place to collect clutter. A bowl for the loose remotes. A tray for those sunglasses. Something to put shoes when you walk in. Enjoy your improvements. 2. Remove things that collect clutter. 3. Put things in place to collect clutter. Paint. Even one wall. Clean blinds. Soak in TSP and hot water. Amazing how fresh it looks. Wash windows. Get a small plant. Geraniums bloom and can give ignored. The best $10 I ever spent was a whiteboard to hang in the kitchen to post menus to-do list. It makes it super easy to stick to a meal plan and use all your ingredients without any going to waste. It removes the stress of figuring out what you're going to be eating on the fly. My fiancé and I are much less tempted to order pizza or eat out when we already know what our meals are for the next 5 days. Honestly, don't know how we lived without it. In a related note, organize your freaking fridge. Makes life so much easier. Bottom for animal products, middle for fruits and veggies that don't need the crisper, and top for leftovers. The door for condiments and drinks. Add bidet attachments to your primary toilets. The attachments can cost as little as $20 and take as little as an hour to install. If you've never used a bidet, you don't know what you're missing. It takes a little adjustment. The first few times you use it, it's shocking. It's cleanlier, wastes less TP, helps with hemorrhoids and constipation, and if you get a temperature controlled one, is super soothing. I often will literally leave work just to go home to poop, and we have nice enough bathroom at work. Reduce clutter. My brain can't function as well when there's crap everywhere. Cost $0. Wall mount for flat screen TV more than $50. Just makes it better height and clears off the tabletop. Paint $20 $100 totally change the look of a room. Stop using chemical cleaners and start using vinegar for simple counter and table cleaning. You can also use it clean your floors. It preserves wood and doesn't affect paint. It is a light acid so it will dissolve anything sticky or greasy, and best of all it's dirt cheap, like $1.50 per gallon. I find myself cleaning more often, and paying less for supplies to do it. Maybe this is beyond the scope of the question, but if you have room, make a quiet space. In my home we have a large family room with a TV and the usual things a family room has. In another part of the house is a smaller living room. This room has bookshelves, a fireplace, a lover seat with an antique coffee table, 2 chairs, several musical instruments mounted on the walls. There is no television, and never will be. I have had several guests tell me how inviting and calming this room is. Upgrade the standard builder-grade cabinet pulls and drawer knobs. Easy and inexpensive to do and makes a big difference. Also switch plate covers and heat registers. I can't tell you how many nice homes I've been in that had cheap plastic switch plate covers and registers. They'll have beautiful hardwood floors then a cheap white heat register. Little details make the difference. Get one of those slow close toilet seats. They're around $20 at Home Depot. When you are putting down the seat or the lid, you can just flick it down with your hand and it never bangs. I don't know why, but it just makes me feel a little spoiled every time. The problem is when you go to use a bathroom at a friend's place and slam the seat down because you've gotten used to flicking your soft close seats down. Don't ask me how I know this. Clean as you go. Don't set something down and say, I'll get to it later. That's how pileups happen, because with each glance you think, man, that's going to take forever to clean. I'll take care of it next time. Don't let yourself do that. It makes the space you look in look like trash. It makes you look like the kind of person who is completely irresponsible, and it invites God knows what kinds of pests into your place, depending on what exactly you let pile up. It's so easy to spend 30s now rinsing off your dishes, putting your laundry in a hamper, hanging that towel back up, taking out the trash when it gets full, and all the other little things that you may normally let pile up instead of taking care of it as it happens. I can guarantee that when you aren't having to look at all that crap laying around, your house will look better, and you'll feel better having an area that you won't have to spend hours cleaning up. If your toilet sucks, get a new toilet, assuming $100 to $300 counts as cheap improvement. Otherwise maybe look into a nice solid wood seat at least. Eternal gratitude to my wife for letting me have Prime Noctis on the one we got. There are fewer better feelings in the world, this I can tell you. Agreed, there are so many advantages to new toilets. Better flushing, less clogging, less water used, and absolutely find a seat that is comfortable and won't shock you on cold mornings. Clean. Seriously, when you cook, clean up after yourself immediately or as you cook. Clean your toilet after you use it or at least frequently. It feels good to have a clean home. A curved shower rod. Even if you do it unintentionally, You're subconsciously trying to keep yourself away from that dang dirty shower liner lol, and a curved rod gives you so much more space. Those are a game changer. Having the curtain liner touch your skin in the shower is just awful. Not sure what you call cheap, and this isn't really an improvement. A Roomba is a great addition. I got a knockoff called iLife. Really cuts down on cleaning in all aspects. Get a bidet. You don't even need to get a fancy one with heated water or a heated seat. One of the $20 plus ones off Amazon will do fine. You'll have a cleaner, fresher, faster, because you're not getting paid to poop at home experience. You'll save so much on toilet paper. It's better for the environment too. Then go on vacation. You'll quickly find out how awful and barbaric it is to use just toilet paper. That's okay, because portable bidets exist and will do in a pinch. You'll see. Run an extension cord under your couch. It is great to charge your phone, laptop, etc., and can be hidden under the couch when not in use. ARTWORK. Being able to just look around and be instantly reminded of all the things you love is great. Pictures count too. I have a combined living room and kitchen, so not a lot of space for a desk, computer, seating area, books, and somewhere to eat. I put a kitchen table under the breakfast bar and use it as a desk, but I also put a nice bright red tablecloth over it so it covers the drawers and tower, etc. under it. The breakfast bar is now just a glass shelf above my desk for various items I want easy access to, like my keys, a penny jar, stationery, printer, landline. I can either work at it as a desk or I can get Netflix going and eat my dinner at the table while I'm watching. The red helps brighten my mood either way. I have a couple of large ottomans as well, which are great for providing both extra seating and extra storage. I have a lot of books and not a lot of space for seating, so this works really well, so long as you don't need to move the ottoman anytime soon if you keep heavy items in it. A few tech tips. USB outlets rock and are a cheap upgrade to appropriate spots in the house. No more wall warts. Many houses renovated or built in the last decade used Ethernet for in-wall phone cabling. This means that, in many cases, there is an existing Ethernet network in the walls. You just need to re-terminate it to Ethernet jacks and work out switching to have a functioning wired home network. I bought a new construction townhome 9 years ago, and it had Cat5 in-wall for phones. I opened the box they were connected to and re-plugged the ends to go into my router, and it works great. Don't wait until shower towels have holes in them to get new ones. It isn't prohibitively expensive to switch them out when you can say they definitely aren't fluffy anymore. Try cloth napkins. They'll make you feel fancy at dinner, and you can wash them. If you drink any amount of water, get a filter if you don't have one. Especially if you live in a city and have nasty tap water. Get a bidet. I've never had one, but I've heard great things. Go through your closet at least once a year and donate anything you haven't worn in a year. Try to do a deep clean of your home at least once a year and a thorough tidying at least once a month. I work at a department store in the paint department. Paint isn't cheap, but spray paint isn't that bad. So one of my small at-home projects was repainting the air vents in my house. They were old, and some had even rusted some. You wouldn't believe how much it helps. Getting a decent quart of white semi-gloss paint and redoing the trim work or even doors of your home makes a huge difference too. It's the little things. Night lights, either the replacement receptacles or lighted covers, makes a world of difference when you need to navigate your house in the dead of night. Doesn't wake anyone or blind you and cost pennies to run. I have bad allergies and especially to dust. I bagged my mattress and yeah, it sounds kinda loud at first, but I used to wake up and hack lodges every morning. I don't get that anymore because I get way less exposure to dust at night, and with changing your sheets weekly it really helps. Anyways, that's my little specific thing. Accent walls. My entire mood changes when I see a color I love every single day. It also helps your home feel more lived in. Light switch covers. Get some classy looking metal ones or something. Switch out those crappy beige plastic ones your apartment undoubtedly came with. When you move out, put the old crappy ones back and take the nice covers to the new apartment. If you are new to the channel, you can subscribe. I publish new videos every day. Until then, check another video. Bye for now.